Thank you for tuning into another edition of On the Road to Victory. I am your host, Jimmy Smith, and I hope you're all having yourselves a great Monday night. It's Super Bowl week. That's right, our Philadelphia Eagles are indeed playing in the Super Bowl, and it is my belief still that we will win this Super Bowl. So, a lot of excitement to go around. Trying to keep you up to date with everything going on. Earlier today, we talked about some Chiefs news, some roster moves. Go check that out. But I did have something planned for tonight. I was going to go through the positional advantages and look, had it all set up, but then I completely forgot it was media day. So had to put that aside, check out everything that was going down. And look, it's media day. So what do you expect from those guys? But we'll talk about it. We're going to break some things down. We're going to take a look some of the photos for those of you who have missed that stuff. I know you guys love that stuff. So we're just going to be here shooting the shit, taking a gander at some of these photos here and just talking about what was said and some of the ridiculous things that were said also. But I hope you're all doing well. Appreciate you taking the time. You have any questions, comments about this game, please feel free to throw it down. I am excited. Tune in tomorrow. It's going to be around, I'm thinking 6:30, 7 o'clock. We're going to be talking about the positional advantages with the Eagles and the Chiefs. And man, oh man, this was pretty exciting to put together. A lot of talent here and a lot of great positions to talk about. We'll get into the quarterbacks. We'll get into everything you guys want to talk about. But you know, I have some things to be said that, well, you know, maybe not all people agree with. And that's perfectly fine, but we're going to break it down. I'll show you all the team stats from throughout the season, throughout the postseason, their depth charts, everything that's going on. So you know what these matchups look like, who actually has the advantages, and you guys can tell me how you feel about it. But it's media day today, so a day of celebration, and really feel like I wasted a lot of time watching most of that stuff. So I hope I can make this entertaining and a lot quicker for you, so you don't have to go back and really just be lost at sea there. So oh, man, what a interesting display from some of those people out there. But, yo, my man Drew in the building. See, we're going to make this exciting, even if it is just media day that we're talking about. But my man Drew, appreciate you tuning in, dude. And look, I'm going to be making that post tonight, looking for some questions for Fan Friday. This is going to be an effing spectacular Fan Friday. We're going to be throwing it down. So I'm going to be looking for all you members to throw out those questions. Dude, the Super Bowl is coming up, man. I literally, I've been so emotional, just a wreck, just going nuts here, man. But really, really hope you're doing well, man. I know you're excited, but hope you'll keep tuning in. Hope YouTube doesn't screw us here, but I try to post it in Facebook and Twitter, everywhere I can, so you guys know when to tune in and when we can get excited. I'm beyond excited about this game. I don't know if I've been able to point that out throughout the whole season, but to be able to make it to where we thought they could, it's beautiful. So Nina, love to see you in here. And how crazy was that someone had shared her video of her mother and those dance videos I always talk about. Someone shared it in the group, and I obviously had to tag Nina, and I was like, oh, dude, that's beautiful to see. Only known you now for about a year and a half, 2 years probably. And look, I tell you, every time those dance videos, they get me ready to run through a wall. I can't dance worth a hell, but we all use our powers combined to get jacked up for this game. So you guys know I'm going to do what I can, but just keep posting those videos. I love it. So going to be looking forward to those before the Super Bowl. Appreciate you tuning in. Hope your week is off to a great start. I know we're all having a great time because literally everywhere I've gone, the grocery store, the gas station, stopped by the hardware store today. I literally, and by the way, Trent was your name? Trenton? Trent. Sorry, man. A lot of things up here, but met an Eagles fan at the hardware store. He's like, oh, Eagles fan. I was like, actually, let me tell you about On the Road to Victory. So I told him to tune in. If you do, as I told you at the store, hey, man, always down to talk some birds. So let's go. I appreciate all of you, though. Hope you're doing well. And no, I wish I was going to this Super Bowl. And look, I think that with hard work, I will make my way to being able to go to these things. And my God, I should be there, especially for things like Media Day today with the things I'm about to tell you that they were asking them. They need some help there desperately, and I'm doing what I can. And, we saw the send-off party. I'm like, look, bro, I can do all of that stuff for you. You want to get people ready to run through walls? I got you. You want somebody to break things down? I got you. You want somebody to ask questions, football questions? Dude, someone asked if this was an important game to Nick Sirianni, and then it was to Jalen Hurts. Was this a must-win game? The Super Bowl, is that important must-win game? Yeah, it's kind of the most important must-win game of the year. What are we doing? I got a picture of his face, Nick Sirianni, when they asked him that. I took a screenshot of it. What? Oh, that's what we're dealing with here. But don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. And I slayed him all off season. But I look, there's so many great people in the media, and I don't want to sit here and slander anybody. It was just unreal to hear the slander toward our Eagles. That's what I'm talking about. Misinformed slander I can't deal with. And just want to see some excitement for the Birds. And I think this offseason is going to be much different. Many more people on board, not having to explain this defense, not having to argue about Hurts development, breaking that stuff down. I'm looking forward to. I was talking to my girlfriend tonight. I'm really excited about some of this offseason content. I'm already getting ready because, dude, the draft, the free agency, all the stuff I'm going to be putting in lots of work. But I appreciate you, man. I'm glad you enjoy those graphics. I actually, at first, when I was putting those together, I was like, not sure how I feel about this. And my girlfriend, Chelsea, she was like, she's like, I think they look pretty good. So I actually, I'm going to start sending you stuff. I think I sometimes do that to her. And just like, does this look all right? Because I don't know, man. I just want to make sure that everything you guys are getting is top content. And I want you to be able to look at something. So, if you like it tomorrow, tune in, dude. I'm going to be breaking all of it down. And dude, we're talking every position, the specialists. We're going to be talking about, dude, the return specialists, even. I've got it all in there. So very excited for tomorrow. And look, again, you guys know my confidence level is through the roof for this team. Why is it not letting me come back here? I guess it just wants you to stare at this graphic for a second, Drew. I don't know. Maybe I'm back to you, but I can't. I'm trying. I don't know what's going on there. But look, man, I had that show ready for tonight, but I'd rather sit here, talk about the media day, talk about how awesome this Eagles team, and get you guys excited, because tomorrow there is no behind enemy lines. I've got some shows lined up for you, but we're going to have things each day. You're going to have multiple videos. So I'll keep you up to date with all the injuries and stuff like that. But then you'll have an actual show for the nighttime live where we'll be breaking things down. And, the top matchups, I've already been driving myself crazy trying to get to that. What numbers I want to do there. I'm just going to break it down, offense, defense, and dude, it's going to be a wild ride. But these guys being there tonight, like, just so proud of them. The young guys, the vet guys that are there. It's awesome to be able to see, what they have been able to accomplish in such a short amount of time. Even, Howie, Jeffrey Lurie being such a great owner and allowing, this team just to flourish for so many years. And I think, when I talked about being a dynasty before the season started, it truly is there, and you have to see it now. I mean, the flowers are blooming right now. You got to be able to see what I'm talking about. And I made that video the other day, dynasty season. I wanted you to be able to see what I see, the picks in the future, the money we have. I know people, you can't re-sign people. You can't restructure. Howie doesn't exist. It's like, well, he does. And those things will happen this offseason, and this team will be running it back. Not with everybody, but the pieces that do matter, and the young guys that, next man up, baby. It'll be okay when some of these guys are gone, and it'll hurt a little bit emotionally because we're attached to some of them, but that's okay. That's okay. Let's focus on right now, though. I want to show you some of these pictures from this event, and look who it is. Oh, Big Red. And I'm sorry, dude, but you got to go down here today and look at Darius Slay locked in on that Super Bowl trophy. You love to see it, dude. He is just, when Nick Sirianni's, I can guarantee you right now, he's sitting there thinking, man, which play am I going to run when it comes down to 4th and goal? Is it the Philly super special? Is it the Lane Johnson to Kelsey that we talked about a few weeks ago? And I'm telling you, Drew, Nina, they saw your questions because the media is going wild now talking about those guys getting touchdowns. So great questions on those Fan Fridays. But look at this, man. That trophy's sitting there waiting for us, man. And you see the team that is closest to it is probably the team that's going to walk away with it. Just letting you know now. And see Patty there, but let's take a gander at old Jalen. And Patrick sitting there, the first 2 black quarterbacks to ever be starting in a Super Bowl. pretty phenomenal there. And, they are definitely two of the best. And, to me, obviously, Jalen Hurts is MVP. But if not, it's the other guy. So that's pretty awesome to see them at the top of their game. And I'm excited to talk about, the matchups and everything throughout this, week. But two different players. And, people try to knock Jalen Hurts for, being so talented, being a dual threat. They act like all of a sudden this is apparently a bad thing in the NFL. But I can assure you, if you are, a defensive coordinator or defensive player, when you see Jalen Hurts there, well, you are praying, because we talk about it all the time. I mean, let's be real here. Think of what that does to the defense. Like, you're the middle linebacker and you're staring there. Okay, he's either handing it, he's running it, quick slant, bomb it. I mean, there's so many options going on just because of the quarterback. So, hey, bro, that's fine. Let them keep sleeping. But show a little family photo here. Old Donna Kelsey there with the boys. I love to see it there. And, man, that so many cool storylines going into this game. But it's going to be sad, either way. Half of them is going to be hurting, and it's going to be the Chiefs half. I'm just going to keep throwing that out there. Sorry, but just how I feel. Then we've got special reporter on the beat, Avonte Maddox, throwing some questions to Dallas Goedert there with his nice little mini microphone. And I have to get me one of those little guys and show up myself next year, because it was pretty rough. At one point, they actually asked Nick Sirianni, which player on the Eagles would he not allow his daughter to date? And his rebuttal was, my daughter is 5 years old. God help us all. That's really all I can throw out right now. What are we doing here? What kind of questions are these? This is the Super Bowl, the pinnacle. There's so much information to be broken down, and those are the questions they're asking. What? The man himself, PG, still doing big things. 11 sacks this season. Love that man. I truly love that man. Expecting some big things from him this Sunday. CJ Gardner-Johnson doing himself nice. So that's going to be a great video to cherish forever. So I'm sure he's going to be taking that with him for other activities too. So have yourself a great time in Arizona. But be ready for this game. Nobody be pulling a Donovan McNabb. We do not want to see that. He's been talking a lot about how this Eagles team is going to fail, and he doubled down on that again. But that's what a real quarterback looks like, a real leader. And I grew up, Donovan McNabb was my favorite player. My first ever favorite player was Randall Cunningham, but, McNabb for a majority there. Dude, I loved him. But turned out this dude is a bitch. And he likes to bitch about this team all the time and talk trash on us. So, bro, he's killing me. And you want to keep sleeping, McSlabs. That's fine. Just because you had to go out drinking and fail us. Well, you should be mad at yourself. No one else. But, dude, we're going to go with this quarterback. I love what Michael Vick said about him. He's like, I wish I would have been more like him, more of a leader, and I want my kid to be more like him. So we'll see it. We were on fire during this entire season, Kylie, and it was crazy to see the media and a lot of people just not understand that this was the best team in the NFL the entire season. And that's why I feel so confidently that we will win this Super Bowl. And look, let them keep slandering. At this point, what can I do, guys? There's so much, a wealth of information here for anybody to go back and see learn about the defense, learn about the cap, learn about whatever you needed to know before the season started to know that this team was going to the Super Bowl. It's all there. And it's going to be here again this year when I talk about how we can repeat as Super Bowl winners. And I've talked about it. I break all that stuff down, man. I know how the cap works. I know what the draft is, where the holes are. And I'm telling you, we'll be just fine. And we're going to be even better, man. We have 2 first round. Just be patient, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, right. So had to throw it back up there. But how dumb are we? We're asking about Dayton, his daughter. We're asking if this is an important game, a must-win game. No, man. I kind of treat this like a preseason game. It's a Super Bowl. So why would it be? What are we doing here, man? I don't want to complain. I don't even want to complain about the people that complain. I don't want to talk about that stuff. I hate being negative. I've made friends with this guy named Jeffrey from Inside the Eagles, and he is a great friend. And consider him a brother already to me. And he has some real wise words. And it's just, why am I doing this? Because I love it, dude. And people are always going to have negative things to say or tell me what I don't know. It's like, bro, the proof is in the pudding. I don't need to argue with anybody. I mean, at this point, it's like, let's have fun, baby. We're going to the Super Bowl. I know people want to argue and tell me this, that. It's like, dude, who cares? Look at this team. Drew, Nina, I know you guys have been here. You know how good this team is. Yeah, we've had mistakes in games, but it's always, okay, we can fix that. We'll work on it in practice. And the next week we do. Something happens where, a big thing, like you're struggling against the run. Oh, bring in Linval Joseph and Dominican Sue. Jordan Davis comes back from injury. These guys have been much better. And the whole defense as a whole has been executing better, tackling better. We all know Gannon has had a perfect scheme all year to really stop anybody. And the perfect scheme to stop someone like Patrick Mahomes. And that's something people sleep on, is the fact that this Philadelphia Eagles pass rush is so dominant. Number 2 was the Chiefs behind us, but there were like 15 sacks behind us. Do you understand how insane that is? So, look, this team is really effing good, and they can spin whatever they need. And Jalen Hurts this or the easy schedule. I don't care. I don't. And I don't want to talk about it anymore. I want to be joyous, and I want to rejoice in this team and this season, because we've been having fun all damn year. They've tried to stop it, but once we get to the offseason, we're going to have even more fun, because not only do we get to celebrate being Super Bowl champions, oh yeah, we're going to be talking about all the things we get to do to continue being Super Bowl championships contenders. So I really think that a lot of fun to be had here. And look, I'm always trying to make it fun, even when we're losing. I don't care, man. I love my birds. It's win, lose, or tie, bleed green until I die. But it just makes it a lot more fun when you're winning. I know you guys tune in more and you love it more and more excited. We don't have to be pissed off. So I'm all about it, man. And you know how I feel about this team. I think we're going to be happy for quite a while. Really want to McNabb to get it. Yeah, man. And that was something me and Jeffrey talked about earlier today, man. How many years, did we get there and almost make it? And that we were talking about Andy Reid, and it's like, as much as you love him and you hold special memories, and you're like, he was so great. We were contenders. We really were winning all the time. Thing is, never won the Super Bowl, man. And 4 straight NFC championship. Yeah, dude, I don't care. I don't even remember them half the time. I do, but it's like, you know what I mean? It's like, I'm older now. I remember a bunch of different teams now. I have a Super Bowl team to remember. I've got, you know what I mean? So it's like, dude, Andy Reid, he falls short in big games. And look, man, Nick Sirianni, he embraces it. Jalen Hurts embraces it. I'm not saying Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes are not great. I'm just saying it was part of the conversation we were having, dude. And look, there were plenty of years where it's like, all right, we're going to do it here. Whether somebody, McNabb being hurt or T.O. gets hurt and something happens where you just, T.O. came back for that Super Bowl. And tough times, man. But, it is what it is, man. We're headed back, and we're going to go get a second Super Bowl, man. I truly feel it. But let's take a couple more looks at these picks here. You've got Laurie sitting there with the special teams guys, Jake Elliott, Britton Covey, got Sipos there. Dude, great work there from the man, Jeffrey Laurie. And you got Darius Slay was in there cracking jokes, doing his Jalen Hurts impressions. He's always obviously one of the most hilarious guys we've got. At AJ Brown out there, man. He means business. Excited for this damn game. You got Jalen on the Jumbotron, and big shout out to all the Eagles reporters and the NFL channel and all that stuff for all of these pictures. Some of them my screenshots. But there's Nick being asked a lot of dumb questions. Miles in there, probably also being asked some ridiculous questions. But then you've got Nick Sirianni's pick. And this is his face while being asked if this was an important game, a must-win game, the Super Bowl. Being asked that, he simply says, yeah, which, wow, I'm surprised that's all he said. I mean, his look said it all, man. Wow, just wow. And look, I got as many picks and things as I could. I'm going to get rolling out here, but I got one last pick to show you. If you guys have anything else you want to throw in here, please feel free to do so. I will be back tomorrow. We'll be breaking so much down. I cannot wait, honestly. But look, if you're watching this later, you can comment down below. But I have been literally ready to run through walls at all times throughout the day, night, whatever. So if you're literally ever looking to talk birds, I tell you, but I mean it. Comment down below. You can always reach out to me. I'm going insane here, getting ready for this effing game. Let's go. I can't wait. I can't wait. And this picture right here, the MVP. This is him. QB1 Jalen Hurts. And how crazy is it? Just a few months ago, people going to war with me because I said this kid could develop. How beautiful. This kid, we knew that with his work ethic, he was going to go out there. He did. He went out, Adam Dedeaux, did all the work he could. He went to the Bro Barn with Gabe Rangel at Lane Johnson's house. And dude, the dude did everything and then some to get better as a quarterback. For the first time since high school, he was allowed to learn, to be a better quarterback rather than a new system. And I think all of those things we knew going into this season were going to be beneficial for him. And we believed here that, he was going to develop into something special. But to see him, at an MVP level in the Super Bowl, it's beautiful. And I don't even care if I predicted it. It's still, it's surreal as hell. It feels really nuts, man. And I'm really happy for him. Like, it's still like, holy this dude's insane. Like, he's really just insane. Like, I love the dude. I really do. And I'm really happy he's going to be the Eagles quarterback for the foreseeable future. So let's go, baby. But Drew, appreciate you, man. And Kylie and Nina, everybody else who tuned in. If you're watching this later, as I said, you can always comment down below, always down. But I'm ready, man. I am. And hope you're going to enjoy what I've got to say tomorrow about those positional advantages. I'm sure there's going to be people that don't, but that's okay. That's what we're here for. And then we're going to break it down. I've got a little something on Wednesday. Thursday, I'm going to stick with the top matchups. Friday, dude, biggest Fan Friday of the year. Hoping you guys get in, ask as many questions as you want. We're going to make this a real fun one. And then I'm going to have all that other stuff. Don't worry. You'll still have your game status report, the practice squad elevations, injury reports, all that stuff. I will never leave you hanging with that stuff. So you ever feel like, man, I haven't seen it, because Drew tells us, a lot of the times these notifications don't pop up, man, you can always check on any of those platforms. And I'm trying to get that information to you so you know what's going on, ready for these games and ready to win a Super Bowl. And well, here we are, Super Bowl week. And it looks like months later, man, this is actually freaking happening, man. So let's rejoice all week. Let them know the Birds are coming for that second trophy. And we're not done there. Oh, no, it's only going to get worse for them. So, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate each and every one of you taking the time. Hope your week is off to a great start. It's Super Bowl week. And oh, yeah, we're going to the Super Bowl. I've literally said that 5 million times, and I don't think I'll ever get sick of it. So let's go. But I hope to see you tomorrow. Hope you all have yourselves a great rest of the night. But until tomorrow, I am Jimmy Smith, and this is On the Road to the Super Bowl. You all stay safe out there. Have a great night. And as always, go Birds!